Hi everybody, ArmyP here for eXplorminate.net, and welcome back to one of my Stellaris strategy videos. Now in this video today I'm going to be showing off a strategy for an early colony ship rush by delaying the Birth of Space Piracy Event. Now the Birth of Space Piracy Event is actually triggered by the very first time that you build any type of observation post, mining outpost, or research facility outside of your home star system. So what I decided to do is I was going to take my custom race here that I've got going, that I've been playing with the same time, and I'm going to play as I atypically would when trying to rush some colony ships and expand as quickly as I could, including building outside of my home star systems. Now once that actual event is triggered by the space piracy, I'm going to stop the game, record the year, and all of the different statistics that I have in my empire, including what my income is currently at when it comes to my economy, my output for my science. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a second game, and I'm going to build nothing outside of my home star system except for developing my colony that I have. I'm going to be building colony ships and expanding that way, and then once that second game reaches the point where I'm supposed to have triggered a piracy event in the previous game, I'm going to just record the differences between the two. And I think you're going to be surprised to see that the two are actually very close, and in a lot of ways rushing colony ships by not building outside of your original star system can be beneficial in a lot of different ways depending on who your neighbors are and a few other factors. But let's just dive into it and see what the math adds up to. Okay everybody, just a quick look at my initial scouting locations. I've got 4 different planets that I have available to me. I've got 2 just inside of my borders, or just outside of my borders right now, that are pretty decent. And then I've got 1 kind of to the southwestern location, and 1 to the northwest location. The only thing that you're probably going to have to pay attention to when it comes to these playthroughs is up north. You can see that I've already encountered what looks like one of the enemy empires, AI empires up north here, right there. Now, because I am going to be focusing on my military preparing for the Birth of Space Piracy event, I have no real worries about contacting him, or if he decides to contact me first. But just remember that if I choose to do a 100% colony rush with building nothing outside of my initial star system, I will try to avoid any contact with any enemy AI empires, because I will have no military, and if we don't match in different ethics, they will try to attack me. They'll use that opportunity to attack me. Okay, we've been attacked by pirates in the year 2209, 07, 08. Now, these are the major factors when it comes to our economy. I have energy of 73 with a surplus of 0 per month. Minerals 298 at a surplus of 24. Physics, and this is on our science side, are +5. Society +6, and engineering +9. Currently have 8 ships at a combined fleet power of 256. No problems at all dealing with the space pirates with something that size. We've also got a total of 3 pops, or 3 planets with a total of 15 pops. And that's kind of the major milestones that we're going to look at. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop the game, load back to the original save point that I did at the beginning of this game. You see all the exact same parameters. And I'm going to use the new strategy by only using or only making colony ships, not building outside of my sector. And then I'm going to record all of the same information that I just gave you at the year 2209, 07, 08. Okay everybody, this is kind of the second game where I've implemented the new strategy by not building outside of my original star system. The year is 2209, 07, 08. We obviously didn't trigger the Birth of Space Piracy event just yet, but you can see the big factor here is actually that I've got a 4th colony on the go, and you can see from my minerals I could be building a 5th colony ship as we speak. That's probably the biggest change so far. Taking a look at our economy from raw numbers, you can see here I've got an energy reserve of 63 with a surplus of 0 per month. Minerals, I've got 552 in reserve at a surplus of 19 per month. Physics stayed the same at 5. Society stayed the same at 6. And our engineering suffered a little bit because I wasn't able to colonize outside of our home system at 6. In the last game it was at 9. Biggest factor, of course, is we got 3 ships at a total of 96 military power. I was really surprised by this strategy. I really didn't think that the numbers were to be as close as they were. Not building outside of your original star system sounded like it would just be handcuffing you, but you can tell from the raw numbers that they're definitely there, and it is comparable. In this strategy, having 5 full-fledged colonies within the first 10 years of the game, assuming that you don't trigger the birth of the Space Piracy Event, is totally viable. Speaking of which, make sure that you've got at least 6 to 7 corvettes ready when you build that first outpost outside of your original star system, because the event will trigger instantly when you're this deep into the game. So that concludes our strategy video. I really hope that you guys give it a shot, and let me know in the comment section below if it was worked out as well as it did for you, as it did for me in this video. If you've got any comments, questions, or concerns, I'd also like to hear about it. Make sure that you join us on our Steam forums at eXplorminate, or visit eXplorminate.net for all of your 4X news. So this has been Army P for eXplorminate.net. Thanks for watching, guys.